You probably already know something is seriously off about Mira if you have been watching K-pop Demon Hunters closely, and Season 2 is already set up to expose everything in it. Before we go further into it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more anime breakdowns. The hidden question at the heart of Mira's story. From the moment Mira stepped on the screen, we all knew there was something different about her. It's not just about her charm or her talent. There is a strangeness, a tension, a mystery that the movie never fully explains. In K-pop Demon Hunters, every major character was provided with visible cues to reflect their origins. Some clues are obvious on a rewatch, and others are hidden under the lines or tiny visual markers. But Mira is the character who breaks the pattern and stands out in every scene. It's not because she is the one who can drop-kick demons into the moon and is a girl with pastel hair, but there is a deeper narrative reason why she is different from the rest of her family. The first film planted all the seeds, like why she is strangely powerful and why demons react differently to her as compared to everyone else. The sequel to this movie is set up to answer all these questions, and fans are really excited about it. The missing demon patterns, and why that matters. Let's start with a crucial world-building detail. We have seen that in the universe of K-pop Demon Hunters, every demon has magical scars on its skin. The patterns are physical representations of guilt, shame, or self-rejection. But Mira is an exception because she has none so far. There were no patterns or scars on her body, not even in her flashbacks or as a kid. This only means one thing. She doesn't know yet that she is a demon and has no reason to feel ashamed of her nature. Patterns appear only when a demon recognizes what they are and when they carry guilt or regret about it. So, Mira's lack of pattern does not prove that she is a human, but it actually means her body is silent for now. Her body is dormant and ready, waiting for her to uncover her past or someone to confront it, and her patterns will most likely erupt violently. This type of physical transformation is definitely something the directors want to save for Act 3. The childhood incident that changed everything. One of the most chilling hints about Mira's true nature is the kind of story that is only whispered in her family and not spoken about openly. That one brief mention of a childhood event that her family always refused to talk about. A moment where her emotions spiraled totally, and she became so powerful and even dangerous for everybody around her. Her powers went beyond her usual limits, and she became much more powerful than any other hunter in the family. According to the timeline, this happened when she was only 6 or 8. At this small age, she was only young enough to be confused and old enough to remember some flashbacks, but not the whole event. She got so traumatized by this that she buried this entire experience somewhere deep in her mind. The movie showed that something uncontrollable or a sudden burst of supernatural strength was triggered in her by either fear or anger. And we know that power erupts in demons when they reach puberty or during moments of heavy emotional overload. The same thing happened with Mira. This event from her childhood perfectly aligns with the awakening of a demon. This incident also explains why her family treats her differently and has strict rules for her. We can now understand the tension around her presence. This does not mean that they are disappointed in her personality or choices, but they're actually scared of her inner demon. They're worried that someone might discover the truth, which they have tried hard to bury. But Mira, herself, still genuinely seems unaware that all this means something monstrous is within her. Her memories appear foggy, repressed, and sealed away, just like demons who refuse to face their reality. Why Mira hates demons so much. The psychological twist. Mira's hatred for demons is not appropriate, even as a hunter. While all the other girls fight with skill, strategy, and discipline, Mira hits harder and moves faster. She fights with something even darker, and her rage feels personal. It does not seem like a duty to her, but like some vengeance. The twist here is that psychologically, characters often hate what they fear they might have inside themselves. Writers often use this trope where heroes are seen to loathe the thing they are afraid to become, or they secretly are. This sets up some dramatic reveals while creating internal conflicts and future growth of the character. If Mira subconsciously knows something is wrong with her, if she's terrified of becoming the very creature she fights with, then her aggression is just a coping mechanism. Her brutality in the battles is not just anger, but self-defense against her own nature. This is the actual reason why demons react strangely to her aura, why they seem to fear her, and why her powers occasionally spike beyond normal hunter abilities. The sequel will most likely force her to confront all this. Why the bathhouse scenes matter more than you think. Rumi always refuses to undress in front of other girls. She hides her back, her arms, and her skin from everybody. Eventually, we learned why her patterns had been growing because it was a representation of her rising shame. On the other hand, Mira never hides her skin. She never hesitates or worries about what another hunter might see. If she truly had patterns, then at least Zoe, Zoe, as her close friend for years, would have discovered them. But still, we have never seen Zoe reacting suspiciously around her. She sees nothing because Mira's skin is clear. After all, her mind has locked away all acknowledgement of her true self. She really does not know about her ancestry yet, and the magic has obeyed her denial so far. This further implies that Mira is neither a reaper nor a hunter with dormant powers nor an ordinary idol, but she is actually something much more dangerous. The hair color rule that no fan can ignore. Now let's talk about the most obvious detail that no one can miss. Hair color in the demon hunter world is definitely something more than just a style choice because it is one of the most consistent world-building details. It is practically a genetic marker. It has been shown that the demons are colorful, reapers and waters are dark-haired, and the hunters are usually the ones with muted tones. Nothing in the story of the first movie contradicts this rule, and the visuals actually reinforce it consistently. It's just as if the film is trying to tell us to pay attention to this because this matters. And that's exactly why Mira's hair is such a massive red flag. Her entire family, like her parents, her siblings, and even all her ancestors, as shown in framed pictures, have dark shades. Nobody in her whole bloodline has ever given any hint of unnatural color, and yet we see Mira's hair has been pink since her childhood. Her hair was never altered in any way, and was never dyed or styled for any idol life. The film makes this crystal clear through her flashbacks and dialogue. Now, what does this mean? This implies that she was born with features only demons naturally possess, but this is not the only rule to suggest she is a demon. The movie goes further. If you're enjoying this video, do subscribe to our channel for more dramatic, revealing videos. What Seline doesn't know will hurt everyone. Seline is portrayed as a mother protector figure who also carries judgment, fear, and the burden of tradition with her. She knows how hunter families pass down their powers and what happens when someone is born outside the rules of them. She also exactly knows what demon marks are and what they mean, but she never suspected Mira, not even once. This sets up some emotional, dramatic reveal to happen in the sequel, which could devastate her. This conflict is practically ready to happen in Kpop Demon Hunter, where Seline is betrayed by fate, and Mira is betrayed by her own identity. The team is shaken by distrust, and during all this chaos, the demon is suddenly drawn to Mira like gravity. The earrings theory. Fun, but most likely wrong. Fans love to find evidence and hidden details from movies, and they have a cute theory with an emotional appeal. Many pointed towards the identical earrings worn by Mira and Meist, which were proof that they were actually siblings. Mystery's age, timeline, and human origin clashed with Mira's demon-born hair and childhood backstory. Even if they share the same parents, the age gap becomes too large to make sense, and nothing about Mystery's demon transformation actually implies that he carried a demon gene from birth. This lovely theory could have changed a lot of things and could have also provided a lot of emotional angles to the story, but the narrative logic pulled this theory apart fast. More likely, the matching earrings are just stylistic symbolism of parallel characters with intertwined fates and not about shared blood. What really connects Mira and Mystery? But even if they are not siblings, there is still a connection between them. The movie suggested that Mystery actually sensed something unique about Mira. She easily stood apart from all the other hunters. He reacted to her differently and does not underestimate her the way he does all the other characters. Their dynamic felt charged, just like if they were the two halves of the same fractured destiny. Mystery watched her differently throughout the entire movie. For Mira, Mystery represents her innermost fear and something she is afraid of becoming. And for Mystery, Mira represents what he used to be before he turned into a demon. This emotional mirroring is actually much more compelling than just a simple family reveal. Why the sequel will finally reveal Mira's demon identity. Now, to answer the main question, will the sequel film reveal Mira's demon identity? The first film only gave the audience some subtle clues, as we have discussed in this video, and the sequel to this movie will deliver the actual impact of this twist. This is not just another ordinary twist where Mira only discovers she is a demon herself. It will push the franchise into darker and richer storytelling territory. This storyline about Mira will deepen the internal conflict within her, along with the team's unity. The emotional stakes would be raised after this shocking twist in the Kpop Demon Hunters 2. The relationships between hunters and demons would also become deeper. Readers love reading about morally complex characters, and film viewers love shocking identity reversals. K-pop-themed movies that are based on supernatural stories thrive greatly on such dramatic transformations. According to the fans, Mira's identity revelation is the next big logical step for the sequel, which has the potential to redefine the entire series. The origin, trauma, power, and depth destiny. Everything about Mira is pointing towards one big truth that she is hiding not hiding forever. Mira's transformation into a demon is not only possible in the sequel, it's actually the key to K-pop Demon Hunters 2. Hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the K-pop Demon Hunters universe. Subscribe to our channel to watch more such mystery breakdowns.